Joe Miller, welcome to PLZsoccer.com. It's Celtic against Aberdeen. Big showdown. Aberdeen with 13 consecutive wins. What's impressed you about Jimmy Thelin?
I think it's the impact in the start that they've got off to. They lost a couple of players at the summer, particularly their strikers. So he's managed to galvanise a team that's been unstoppable so far. So it'll be a good test for them coming to Celtic Park. But it's going to be interesting.
You've played in an Aberdeen side that's been able to do that, come to the West and win a game. You were signed under Ferdy. What's the mentality that's required from these Aberdeen players?
I think that just the freshness of the manager coming in and having that winning mentality, he's got to maintain that over the course of the season. And it'll be a big test, as I said. But Celtic, on the other hand, they've got that winning mentality and it's been going on for years now. So it will be an interesting game. They'll be going into the Lion's Den, so to speak. So, it will be hard. But I remember when I was playing, it was a very hard venue to go and get a result. So it will be a tough game. There's two teams that are trying to attack. And also, I think, the closing down aspect, they try and not allow teams to play their football. So it's going to be interesting because both sides are pretty similar at the moment.
The Donny's best tactic is?
I think it's the mentality of trying to get the ball back as quick as possible as well. So, it's a big test for them because Celtic play at a lot of pace. They use the width of the park, they spread the ball, they create chances. I think if they can stop Celtic having that possession, that easy possession, then, it'll be a tough game. But I think, overall, Celtic will try and create chances and get goals from it.
And when you look at that Aberdeen side, it needs to have a wee bit of creative flair. It needs to have goals. It will have to take that opportunity when it comes. Nielsen's been at the heart of the midfield. He's helped Shinnie. Keskinen looks as if he's got a trick. And they've got Nesbitt. So they've got something there that can cause Celtic problems.
Yeah, they have. I mean, they have been playing very well because you've got players there and players within the squad who have been called up to international level. So getting those call-ups has made everybody take notice, and they're getting goals from all over the park, which is interesting. I think maybe their striker might be out. I don't know for sure, but we'll wait and see. But I think it's going to be a really tough game for both sides.
No surprise, the whole city of Aberdeen is buzzing at the moment.
Yeah, it is. But I think Celtic is a team to catch. I mean, the goal difference is phenomenal. Aberdeen fans will be pleased the way they've started things. I think it's a long time since I've been seen an Aberdeen side sitting at the top of the league, unbeaten. So, it's an exciting time for the Aberdeen fans at the moment. But if they can maintain that, who knows what can happen.
$64,000 question, Joe. Can they split Celtic and Rangers at the end of the season?
I think they can. I think I don't see anything other than Celtic winning the league, to be honest with you. I think they're like a juggernaut where they win games, and if they get the better of Aberdeen at the weekend, then I think they'll go on and win the league at a canter. But they can split the top two sides in Glasgow. But I can't see Celtic being stopped, to be honest.
Well, let's talk about Celtic then. What's impressed you most about them?
I think they've had a blip with the European match in Dortmund, but overall they're playing exciting football. They're moving the ball about well. Brendan's got back to winning ways. He's going to utilise the squad, and I think comparing the past couple of seasons, there's always been a few injuries at the Christmas period. So if they can overcome them, get players back, get the likes of Carter Vickers back in the side, then I think they'll be back to winning ways.
And with that side, has there been a key player that sticks out to you that you've thoroughly enjoyed watching?
Yeah, well, everybody was talking about the new signing, the boy Angle. So I think even McGregor still maintaining his place in the side and controlling things in there in the heart of the midfield. He's still bossing games at the age that he's at just now and the experience that he has. Callum's a fantastic player for Celtic. So it's up to the others. I think even we've not seen the best of the new signings coming in yet, but I think over the Christmas period we might see the better of them.
You played as a striker, you played as a right winger as well. Have you been impressed with Kuhn? Because he took a wee bit of time to settle, Joe.
Yeah, I think with all players that go to Celtic, I think they feel the pressure of playing in that atmosphere where there's 60,000 fans watching them. They've maybe played with a lesser club where there's less support. But they see how big Celtic is. I think Kuhn's settled in. He's starting to go at players, take people on, create chances, and he's nipping in with a few goals himself. So, he can only get better and better. So, long may it continue. But on the other side of things, you've got James Forrest, the old head, that can come on and still contribute something. So I think we're pretty well covered from that aspect. I think it'll be 2-0 Celtic.
And I can't let you go without talking about Atalanta, because that's a different combination for Celtic. They've had an absolute tanking from Borussia Dortmund. There's been a real call to suggest that Brendan Rodgers should change the way he goes about his business, plan B. How do you think he's going to approach this match, and what do you think he should do against Atalanta?
Well, only Brendan could do that, but I think it's down to personnel, to be honest with you. When I looked at the Dortmund game and I seen Carter Vickers out the side, I thought there was going to be a difficult night, because I knew the Dortmund players had pace up front, and that's what really caused Celtic a lot of problems. And approaching any game in Europe, you just got to go out there, and if you can match up and defend properly, that's key to getting a result. But who knows? It's all down to personnel at the end of the day.
Prediction?
I think it will be a draw.